church of St. Mark in St. Antony, in the monastery here. I can say all the people whom enter the church, they said there is something strange in this church. And they got feared when they enter. And many of them, they heard people praying inside, or they have seen something inside when they enter, and they said, oh, there's something inside. We cannot stand alone inside. Yes, very strange. Because they feel that the church is full. It's happened with many people. The church is full of holiness, which makes you, standing in fearing. From that point, especially St. Mark, I said, oh, this means the monastery and the holy places, it's not empty, it's not used by monks, no.
And it's not only that the present moment is the real time. If the people are feeling that the saints are in this church, or the presence of the saint is working in this church, the saint, he died hundreds of years ago.
But he's still.
But the spiritual time is not limited to one moment. It can operate across what we think of as time. It can operate across a long period of time. Yeah.
Yes, the life of the saint is continue.
Continue.
Doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop.
No. It's continue. His spirit, his soul, he's still working with the people, and that's why when the people come to the monastery, they can get answer from the saints, because the saints are working.
So that's why the monastery must be preserved.
Yes.
If we are preserving the monastery, we are preserving the access to the saint, not only a building which is like a library or an office. We are preserving a saint. We are preserving something which is holy from God.
I remember for the old monks, it was very common for them to say that this is the house of St. Antony, and we should preserve each stone in his house. And in the prayer of St. Antony, which is done by the monks, of course, say that if you take out a piece of a stone if somebody take out a piece of a stone from your house, God will take out his name from the heaven.
Yeah.
Wow. how they believe in the house of St. Antony, which means they must preserve it. And this is why you can see that if any monk see a broken piece of a stone, he come and he conserve it, and it's very strange. He makes some kind of clay, and protect it. And it was the tradition in the monasteries that in each winter the monks they go around the monastery and fix all the wicked places, Okay, but does the materials means something in the spiritual life, in the Christian life?
Yeah, Abuna, people said to me, why didn't you become a monk in Australia? Why didn't you stay in Australia? There is monastery there. I know now why, Yani. When I walk in this place, when I walk in anywhere in this mountain, from the cave of St. Antony to my place, to the monastery, I know that St. Antony put his feet here. I know that Saint Shishoy put his feet here.
And the spirit, his soul is here.
His soul is in this place.
In this place, yes.
So for me to come here, I am putting my feet every day when I walk on the same footsteps of my father, of the saint. So this is like giving me power, giving me help, because I follow in the footsteps of the greatest saint in monasticism who can help me.
Yeah.
Whereas if I go to a monastery in another country, okay, I can pray to St. Antony, but I am not walking in his footsteps.
Exactly.
Where his hand and his body was sitting, where he was seeing with his eyes this mountain.
My thinking about it is, okay, if any monk or saint died in the old time, it makes me thinking that God told him, okay, I will take your soul now out of your body. Your body will come back to the earth, but your soul will be there in the place. Okay, I got it, but it's there. I will preserve it there, waiting as a waiting place, you know, for the end. Which means if we come to the monastery of St. Antony, for them, I think the souls of all the saints, of all the monks are there, waiting for the end. And to be waiting there, they love to be in their house. You know, not to destroy their house. I mean, not to take from them their house.
But you see how this is something living, Abuna, because what you are saying, that you remember, because you were here, not me, I wasn't here, but when Abuna Justus was living in this monastery, okay, he was a son of St. Antony, but he himself, by the holiness of his life, he added something to this place, which we take it now, after 20 years, 25 years. So what you're saying is that this process, okay, it didn't stop with St. Antony, it can even go...
No,
continue.
And should continue with us too. We have to add something. Of course, we are nothing.
No.
Yes, but we have to add something. I mean, this is why we should work very hard to add some kind of blessing to the place. Bless the place with our prayer, with our reading, with our mitanya, like what they did in the old time. This is really very important. And again, materials in the monasteries mean something. It's very valuable, because sometimes the people, they say, oh, we are not living in a monument, and monuments and nothing. No, it is something. It is the containers of the souls of the saints. They are living there. We should preserve it, because and in the same time we should deliver to the next generation.
What I received, I give it. I don't...
And this is biblical rule.
This is a biblical
rule. What do you receive, you have to deliver to the next generation. Yeah. No, really, when we come back to the laity life and material life of monasteries, and what is the rules of the monasteries? No, the rules of the monasteries as a material, as the building, you know, it's something very important for the spirituality. Spirituality cannot come from there. No, cannot come from there. And for example, when we come back to the Holy Meron, for example, we didn't get the Holy Meron from the air.
No.
No, there is a material.
Yes.
The remain of the coffin of Christ. And it was the base of cooking the oil and making sacred materials through thousands of years. Which means materials, it's something very important. You cannot say materials, it's nothing. No. It's very important. And for example, if we looked at a very small piece of a stone, it's not a stone. No, because God can create something from it. How He created Adam, you know, from a dust. From a dust, yes, from the earth.